Good evening everyone. Welcome to Business News. Marketing is generally referred by our parents as going to market to shop goods. What exactly is marketing? And the resurrection of marketing took place with various theories being developed by highly reputed personalities such as Professor Philip Kotler. He is known very well around the globe and he is also called the father of marketing. And today we have Professor Kotler with us this evening. Good evening to you, Professor.
Good evening.
It's an honor to have you on air with us.
Thank you.
Yes, Professor Kotler, possibly every marketer at some point in their life would have read your book or books which is relevant in marketing for them. And it would have inspired them in terms of professionally as well as in their lives. What made you write such books?
You know, I'm an economist by training, and I've had very good economics training because at the University of Chicago, when I did my master's degree, I had Milton Friedman, who was the exponent of free markets. At MIT, I had two other Nobel Prize winners, Paul Samuelson and Bob Solow. So I had good training. But, you know, they didn't talk much about the marketplace. They talked about demand and supply, determining the price. But I always would say, whose price? The wholesaler's price? The retail price? Where's distribution in your theory? Where is advertising in your theory? Because the economists were more mathematically inclined and they simplified the system. So in recognizing that the marketplace is dynamic, I decided to study marketing and teach marketing. And when I looked at the books on marketing before 1967, I found them all to be very descriptive and prescriptive. And that meant they were not analytical. So I decided to write my own. And my own was based on good economic theory, good mathematical theory, good psychological theory, and good organizational theory. And I was delighted that it caught on, that people who were teaching marketing said, that's the book we needed. And so I've had a following ever since. And I published the 14th edition, and I keep staying ahead of the field.
You first began your profession as an economist and then as a mathematician.
Yes.
Later on you moved over to a career in marketing. What made you move into a different field?
Because I felt that the top economists were not agreeing on how the economy works. You had the extreme view that leave the market run itself. Then you had the other extreme view that the government should really manage things and make sure that the business cycle doesn't take place and all that. Now, I could add some theory to that, but I preferred to go into a field that was not structured, not developed. And marketing was that field. And that's the field I entered.
Your book on marketing management is the world's most widely used at graduate level textbook in marketing. It has gone into various editions. And in each edition, the degree of differentiation in the content you introduced and where you get the inspiration and direction to do so.
You know, I don't write a new edition except maybe every 3 years because I want to be sure I could add something that has happened during the extra 3 years. And marketing is so dynamic that its content changes all the time. It's not like geometry, which has not changed for 2,000 years. So what I do is I remember that originally we didn't even talk about branding in the subject of marketing. and yet branding has become such a big thing. We didn't talk more recently about the social media until now. As a matter of fact, the existence of Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and other social media will revolutionize the field of marketing. So you need a new edition. I told the CEO of a company who wanted me to sign my old book that I wasn't going to sign it because it hasn't got social media in it. It doesn't have a good talk about branding because he has the 1967 copy. So it's a very dynamic field.